In 2005, the city of Socho, the whole city was under a cloud of sadness. In less than a month, there were 9 cases of disappearance in a row. No motive, no fixed location. Whenever it rained, people would disappear. According to the police's investigation, all the missing people are women between 30 and 40 years old, and that's all the clues they have. In order to avoid panic, the police mobilized all their manpower to look for the murderer, and Jack was one of them. But just when he was slacking off, a new case suddenly came on the radar. He rushed there with his disciples. He thought it was just an ordinary hit and run. Suddenly, a white object on the roadside caught his attention. Upon realizing it was a woman's mobile phone, Jack instantly realized that the driver of the hit and run was most likely the serial killer. So the two of them rushed down the avenue and chased after it. Soon they found tire tracks at a fork in the road. Jack was even more sure of his suspicions. He said a car had just come over the hill and had just left. The man stopped the van at the intersection. In the course of examination, Jack found a ball of bloody hair. The apprentice immediately took control of the man and brought him to the car. When it was illuminated with an arc lamp, only to see that it was covered with blood stains. After forensic examination, Henry was confirmed to be the murderer of the serial disappearance case. Before we could celebrate, our colleagues made another discovery. When he heard that the owner of the mobile phone was called Lily, Jack's heart instantly broke. He couldn't believe that it was his own sister who was killed just now. Jack rushed into the interrogation room and asked for his sister's whereabouts. But what he got was Henry's lack of concern. Jack didn't dare to slack off and immediately went to his sister's house to collect the things needed for the genetic test. Listening to his brother-in-law's tense shouts, Jack turned around and comforted him. "It is still not sure if the person is okay. You have to pull yourself together." After forensic comparison, his sister's test results unfortunately matched the bloodstains in the car. Jack rushed his men to start a carpet search, and soon they dug up 3 bodies in Henry's yard. But there was no Lily among them. Jack led the men to the fork in the road where the tire tracks were found. Colleagues spotted an anomaly at the top of the hill. However, when the bag was dug out of the soil, it was full of rubbish. At this moment, Jack's emotions were completely out of control. The man angrily stormed into the interrogation room and handcuffed his colleague directly to the armrest before pouncing on Henry. But just when everyone thought he was going to do something stupid, Jack straightened up and knelt down. He begged Henry to tell him where his sister was. Henry asked him to find her by himself. In the heat of the moment, Jack pulled out his gun and pointed it at Henry. But there was a devilish smile on his face. Then the police chief rushed in to stop Jack's behavior. Early the next morning, the police took Henry back to the crime scene. The victim's family was very emotional as they watched the murderer's recklessness. Jack saw his brother-in-law in a trance, but it disappeared in the blink of an eye. Henry was then taken to the hill at the fork in the road, but it still wouldn't tell us where he buried the body. Just as everyone was about to leave, the brother-in-law suddenly rushed out from the crowd. He wanted to avenge his pregnant wife, but it tripped over a police officer's. Looking at Henry's contemptuous eyes, Tom fell to the ground and cried out in despair. Soon the court hearing of the serial disappearance case was open to the public. But since the death penalty has long been abolished in Korea, Henry was only sentenced to life imprisonment. Tom couldn't accept the result and didn't want to hear his brother's consolation. He asked his big brother not to come to see him in the future, because seeing him would remind him of his pregnant wife. After Jack left, Tom decided to stay with his wife. Unexpectedly, the rope suddenly broke. When he came to his senses, the former Tom had been thrown into the abyss. 3 years passed in a flash, and Jack was in prison again. He never gave up looking for his sister, but all he got was silence and the devilish smile. Until the day things finally took a turn for the worse. Will the man find where his sister is buried? What will happen to Tom? Will Henry get what he deserves? I'm Zero Sans Film. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.